mic check, please. How does it sound? I figured out one of the issues. Sounds good. Yes. There should not be any flickering. Nice. Good. Good. Mike ain't here. Voice of me, I agree. Yes. Yes, yes. How's it going, Roybos Master? How you doing? BB Fridgers. Maybe it's Casey. Look, everybody's here. Frody Fro, how you doing? The music background's a little loud. That's Roybos Master. Yo, Muse Juice. How you doing, Muse Juice? Out of 10 at 10. I know. I like it. Fairy Devin, how you doing? Well, look at those things. Those are cool. Those are good emotes. Whose are they? I hate the back. I think the background music's terrible. I need new stuff because it's just so bad. It's terrible. The background isn't loud enough. Well, I can't please everyone. Tonight, I hope that you all have brought your moral compasses. Will you take the high road? Or will you take the low road? Tonight I will be taking questions from all of you in chat, and we will discuss them. And the caller will have to... Hey, how's it going? Maggie. Hell. That's exactly what we're going for. Then we will have to discuss. You will convince me whether or not to take the high road or the low road or the road in between. But there are only two roads, and they all lead to where we're going. What can we call? When the number appears on the screen, not right now, it's called the soak, the bake, or the countdown. Now what you do here is you go live and you wait for people to funnel in, and you throw in some coy commentary while also checking your mic levels. You ask your chat, how does everything sound? And then they tell you, they confuse you, and they yell at you. And you get texts from your moms, and you gotta go to bed. And you get text dad asking you where you put the lighter, because he wants to smoke some Marlboro Lights. Alright? I'm doing great, thank you. Momo, draws sweet tea, how you doing? I'm enjoying your animations, Momo. Naomio, thank you for the 69 bits. Jinjos. No Jinjos tonight. No Jinjos tonight. But that's okay. We will always remember the Jinjos. What did you notice? Let's roll together, Team Chacos. It's all downhill in life. Low road, baby. Okay. How many glasses of chocolate milk or too many glasses of it to drink at a diner? That's a good question. All right. We're gonna go live. Or we're gonna see how close I get. Trip my wire. Thank you for the sub. Has it really been that long? 7 months. Wow. Thank you. Appreciate. All right, everybody. Silence. Silence. Tonight I want you to be my conscience. Which will you take? Who will you be tonight? Which route will you take? We will take everyone. What kind of thing are we going to discuss for this next caller? Kleptomania? Will it be kleptomania? Will it be blaming others for smells? Who knows? All I know is somebody's calling on in.
Call from
Ongoing Muffin.
Hate. Do you have a burning sense of hatred?
I do. And I don't at the same time. The
Well,
hat.
you
I don't know
better
what
not
you're
hate
talking about.
yourself, okay? If you hate yourself, I'm gonna punch you because you're making fun of my friend, okay? That's my friend that you hate. You better not hate yourself, okay?
All right.
I
Ongoing
would hate you
muffin.
if you hate yourself.
Ongoing muffin.
Love the hat. I love Disney World.
I'm a goddamn rat.
I
Athena
love
sleeps
Athena.
in.
Everyone subscribe to Athena. I need to. That's the morally conscious thing to do.
Yes. Everyone, if you're not following Athena Sleeps In right now, please go follow. The poet is in. Athena Sleeps In. I was
She's a
watching your
poet,
stream as I was
and I
preparing.
didn't even realize it.
We've got Ongoing Muffin on the phone. Thank you again for sending all your amazing people over. And thank you for your subscription. I appreciate you. And congratulations for everything that you have achieved in life. Ongoing Muffin, tonight what are we going to talk about, everyone? What am I having a internal struggle about?
It's about the end of life.
What about it?
Or if someone's in a brain dead state, or they're in a state where life isn't fun anymore because
All
they're
right.
really old and they're about to die. What
Wow,
would you
this
do?
is okay. This is a good first one. Which road are you? Which side are you on?
When I was in college, I made a website based on this topic for my composition class, and I was just like, I should add a lot of skulls everywhere and blood,
Skulls.
and I was like, yeah, this is pretty fun. But then I forgot, and I was like, wait a minute, this is a English class, I'm supposed to write stuff, and I forgot the point of the assignment, and so I just like, I should probably ask some doctors on this situation, and they said, just pull the plug. And it's like, even if you're like 52 years old, it's just like, I can't. If like I'm brain dead, it was like, I can't make a choice anymore, I asked him, what about if you're alive? And he's like, well, I don't know. I'm gonna circle another beer my dad gave me some England. It dropped on the floor, so I'm just gonna. Why am I the devil?
So you say pull the plug. I didn't know we were going to get into such a heavy topic right off the bat. Why?
Because, only if they're conscious. So I've been doing I watch NPR, and in NPR, we live in Florida, and I live in Florida. There's a lot of old people, Is there a lot of old people? Can you deny that there's not a lot of old people in Florida?
I can confirm.
People.
Hey,
There's
Evil Pop-Tart, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you.
Like, hey, live your life, Evil Pop-Tart. Call in, be the devil's advocate. I don't even know what that even means. Those are avocados for the devil.
Avocados
What was I saying?
for the devil. Listen.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm
Ongoing
extremely
Muffin,
buzzed.
I want you. I am now asking you, who is my conscience? I am asking my own conscience to put yourself in the vegetative state. You are in the vegetative state, and someone is going to pull the plug on you.
Am I brain dead, or am I brain dead? But because when I discussed it, when NPR said, it was like, hey, do you have a discussion with your family and God or whatever, your loved ones, before you get into a brain dead state? Because when you're informed, that means you know all your options, and so it's like, yeah. After I get stripped into a different dimension, you can yeet the plug or whatever. But if I can't get isekai because I'm a vegetable. I'm a potato soup. I'm beets. I'm a gourd. I'm a
I would also say
broccoli.
I would want to be ripped into another dimension. That's no way to live. But here's the
Yeah.
thing. You don't always have that at the ready. Boy, this
You
is
need
already so quickly. We're talking about writing our wills. Do I write my will, Ongoing Muffin? And inside of it, what do I leave to the stream? What do I leave to the community?
give me the mustache and your skull and your teeth and the shirt. The shirt's the most important one for the community, but personally, I like the teeth. But I think Ash Watt got that. So the skull.
Agreed. You would save money on me. I don't need that energy anymore. Hold on here. You want my skull? What do you want my skull for?
Skull collection. Not necromancy. I don't want to bring you back. You're supposed to be resting in pieces. You know. So mugs. Yes, Dustin. Skulls make good mugs.
Skull is good for making mugs.
From a skull before.
Skull mug. You can skull that mug. Take that mug. Skull that mug.
I'll put spaghetti in the mug, you know, in honor of you. I eat spaghetti from that mug because you got a big head, you got a big cranium. And
it's not. It's an extra medium. I'll tell you that it's on the. It is probably in the 50th percentile, I believe. I don't think it's very big at all.
50% is better than 0 percentile. You know, because what was I doing? What were we talking about? Okay, if I was brain dead, yeah, pull. But you know, I'm a romantic. You know,
all right, next topic. Next topic. Ongoing Muffin. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
I am internalizing this. I am thinking about this in my own brain, and you are my conscience. Should we be allowed to keep skulls as furniture in our homes?
Oh, you know what? I'm a little bit biased because I got multiple skulls in my home. But the more the merrier, because you gotta honor the dead some way. Would you rather honor the dead by bury them in the ground where no one can see it, or would you rather be pimped out?
I'd rather be pimped out. I'm already pimped out, and here's the thing: that's a good point. The fact that you can, and I suppose that's why we put people in urns, because it's a constant reminder. But if you had a skull and you looked at that every day, you would be reminded of that person every day. And a skull is much better than a picture or something that's not as cool looking.
It's better than just like ash to ash, butts to butts, scatter them at the highest peak at 3 a.m. and then you can move on with your life. Like, no, I was a part of your life. And even though I'm gone, the memories of what we share are here. And I'm pretty sure all the memories were in my skull. And I want you to have my skull at Moneyworms if I die.
All right, we're trading skulls. What do you think about skull furniture?
I feel like there's this, what's this guy? Ed Gein. I'm pretty sure Ed Gein did that, but he did that unwillingly. So there needs to be consent, like in the euthanasia and skull furniture. Consent is the pretty up there, because it's in medical ethics. It's like you gotta respect patient autonomy. You gotta respect justice. You gotta respect you're not doing harm to the patient. But what you gotta respect more is free will. And so this is goddamn America, you know? You can do whatever you want, but we gotta do it of our own free will. Let the free home of the skulls. I like skulls. I like skulls and sunflowers. That's my aesthetic.
Well, it seems like you like it, but it has to still respect.
You know, that's what makes it valuable. You can't just go chop, 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 goes a guillotine, you know.
You're right.
Then, like, you can just go to the French catacombs, and it's like, oh, okay, anyone can get a skull. But America, it's like, if I get your free consent to the skull, that's pretty cool. That's not stealing. I'm not disrespecting an Indian burial ground. Okay, you seem highly disturbed.
Well, Ongoing Muffin, I believe we got to, you and I, in my own brain, we got to some conclusions. We're going to pull the plug. We believe that skulls should be displayed, but they have to abide by the common laws of respect. Would you agree?
Yes, consent. It's all about consent, folks. So get informed. Write down what you want before you don't have any free control anymore of your mind and of your skull.
Mind and skull. Well, thank you for calling in, Ongoing Muffin, and for debating this internal dilemma that I've been having. Rad call.
Thanks for listening to me, man. Love you.
Rad call.
Rad call.
I'm going to leave my pelvis, please. I'm going to tie it to a string from the ceiling and put it right in front of the door so that when you step on a pressure plate, it comes and smacks you in the head. And you can just get one last time, Maligator, how you doing? Devin, how you doing? Roybos Master, how you doing? Let me call in.
Call from
AK.
AK, I have a dilemma. And I'm thinking about it, and it is something that I'm on the fence about, and I need my internal conscience to guide me.
I'm here to guide you through your quest.
How have you been, AK?
I'm doing good, I'm well fed tonight, so that's always good. And now I'm rolling into your stream with a nice full belly.
What did you eat?
I had a beautiful steak, an American Wagyu New York strip steak.
Wow. Did you prepare it yourself?
I did.
Where did
Prepared
you
it myself?
procure
Went
this?
over to the grocery store, and ripped that bad boy off the shelf, and brought it home.
Where are they? What grocery store do you go to where they're selling Wagyu beef?
Just the regular, Safeway. I don't know, the normal grocery store here.
Safeway's just got
They got
prime
Wagyu just
pieces of
chilling on
meat?
the shelf. Yeah.
That's crazy. Wegmans. I guess I need to start going to Safeway or Wegmans. I'm feeling inside an internal struggle that I'm having, chat. What is my internal struggle that I have with my conscience, AK, right now? Wait for it.
Dry age. Oh.
Wait for it.
Benjamin Franklin is your super salad.
Ooh.
How much to beat the meat before cooking? I think we should just go ding dong ditch our neighbor while we're waiting for chat to do something.
Ding dong ditching. How do you feel, internal me, about ding dong ditching?
Oh, we have to go ding dong ditch. You have to do that. Absolutely. The real question is, did we leave the little bag of burning poop on the front porch?
Internal me. I have gone ding dong ditching before, and I have to say it is quite fulfilling, and it is quite benign.
It is. It is quite benign, and it's definitely loving thy neighbor, because you're recognizing their existence. You're telling them that they exist, and you acknowledge that they exist. So therefore, you're going to go over there and do that. So it's like a benevolent thing to go ding dong ditch your neighbor.
I too think about the old knight in Indiana Jones every time. Agreed. Now, how do you feel when you are ding dong ditched upon? Do you feel angry? Do you respect the hustle of the ding dong ditcher?
I don't know, dude. Those like Ring doorbells have kind of killed ding dong ditching. It's not as fun anymore. But back in the day, absolutely, you have to respect 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about it. I don't have a Ring doorbell situation, but I would imagine that it does ruin the ding dong ditch, and that ding dong ditches are probably down. Do you think that Ring has to factor that into their business model?
I'm sure it's somewhere in that like 900-page terms and condition crud. It has to be in there. Like, no more flaming bags of dog turds will be on your porch.
Did you do that while we're talking?
No.
Well, I appreciate you, Conscience. That is a good... Thank you, Naomi. I appreciate you. That is a good point. And I think that we have to start ding-dong ditching more. Now, because there are Ring doorbells, do we specifically target Ring doorbellers and wear a jaunty mask so that our identity is not given away?
No, we have to go just head on, dude. We need to be seen. We need to be heard. We're acknowledging their existence, and they need to acknowledge ours just back,
Because what are they going to do about it? You can't... It's not against the law, I don't think, to ring someone's doorbell and go hide in the bushes and wait for them to come out with a flaming bag of poop. Naomi, thank you. Again, I appreciate you.
Can't be against the law. I mean, we're not soliciting anything, so we're good. Wow.
Naomi, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Got 5 up.
Thank you. Thank you for the gifted subs. And thank you, AK, as well. I appreciate you. Thank you, Naomi. I appreciate it a lot. I hope that you enjoy this stream of my consciousness. Now, what is going too far with ding dong ditching? What is too far?
Oh. What would be going too far with the ding dong ditch?
Is bag of flaming poop? Is bag of flaming poop, even though you know that there's a small chance that you might set their front porch on fire? Or is that, no, you do it because it's a trope?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you can't do 10 houses in a row. That gets old. You're right. You got to mix it up on Dustin. I agree. I don't know. I don't think it's too far. I may or may not have done such things in the past. So it's got to be good. We're totally cool.
Do you use your own poop, or do you find poop?
You look around the neighborhood and find someone else's in their front yard. Yeah, absolutely. You don't need that DNA evidence coming back to you.
Do you think you can burn poop and reverse DNA? You can find the person who did the poop from the burned poop? Is that a thing?
I don't know, dude. CSI makes me think that anything's possible. All those crime shows, they like enhance, and all of a sudden, they'll know the day you pooped it.
That's a good point, but T-Ball Sub, I agree. There's something about using your own poo as a sort of signature, because it came from your own ash-hole, and then the person has to stomp on it and get your own shit all over their shoe.
Well, okay, so maybe if you're trying to date the person you're ding-dong ditching and leave your own poop there, then it's like you're attracting a mate, it's an alpha play or something.
It's like a pheromone.
Yeah, it's like a pheromone. There you go. You know, you're like peacocking or something, strutting your stuff.
Do you think that would work if I found the love of my life and I found their address, pooped in a bag, lit it on fire, and put it on the front step? Do you think that I would get a date with said person?
Sounds like a shot at Greece, dude. They're cheering. They're cheering you on. This has to happen. This is absolutely it. I don't need Tinder anymore. I'm just going to go start pooping on people's doorsteps. I'm in.
Hey, how'd you meet? Well, he pooped on my doorstep, and it was on fire. The fiery passions of love.
That's it, dude. They're either the one or they're not at that point. They're either all in or all out.
I feel like I'm going to find a lot of not the ones, AK.
You know what? There's only going to be one for you, and there's 7 billion people in the world. So you're going to find a whole lot of not the ones.
That's a good point. I think you are, as my conscience, you're successfully coercing me to start laying turds. Hey, I something. B, thanks for getting sleepy with us. You're successfully persuading me to take a dump on my crush's front door. And now I feel like I'm back in second grade, AK.
I'm at the, Casey just put it best. You're going to find your number 2 out there. The 2 to your 1.
Ah, and the 1 to my 2. And I've got a bidet, so you know that I'm operating at about a 1.
Exactly. You got to link that bidet you bought online because you keep talking about it. Link that in chat one time in Discord so we can go buy the same one.
I gotta get a dump creator code. I gotta get a Tushy creator code or whatever it is.
Do it. Well, I'll go buy one and then give you a credit or something.
Use
I'm
code.
too confused.
Code.
I looked on Amazon and got
worm
totally
shit.
confused.
Use code Moneyworms shit, and you get 10% off with Tushy.
Use code DATRAT for 15% off or something. I'm in.
Now, you mentioned something earlier. You said you can't ding-dong ditch the same person twice. Is there a timeline where it kind of resets?
I think it's a 24-hour thing. Absolutely. You can only hit them once. Unless all of a sudden you do it and then you leave and you see them come home and you realize they weren't home, then you can go hit them again immediately because that first one didn't count. But if they open the door and come outside, then you got to just let them be for a little bit,
Abora, I read that, and I just want to say that can be another conundrum, if you will. I agree, AK. There is also something about ding-dong ditching the same person that takes it too seriously. It's like, don't show your weakness. Don't show that your goat can be got, because then your goat is so much more vulnerable.
Just imagine if they were stuck on the toilet taking a number 2 and you're ding-dong ditching them, man. They might be running to the door and forget to wipe or not have time to spray their bidet. Could be an uncomfortable thing for them. You never know.
Ruining a person's most precious moments. A dirty butthole. Dirty butthole, and when you get to the front door, there is dirty butthole flaming on the ground with a note that says, "Would you like to go out with me?"
That's it. Then you've won their heart forever. You can go out for some chocolate soft serve froyo or something.
I believe we got many places with this call. I feel like a wizard tonight. No reason.
Places, that's for sure.
I'm not going to think twice about ding-dong ditching. And it's a great way to meet your neighbors, because if someone ever catches on, they're like, that's the guy who's too old to be ding-dong ditching people, but he's doing it anyways.
Absolutely. It's never too old to do it. I mean, you just might get slower and have to start, get a head start. You have to get a longer cane, get that head start or something.
Agreed.
I believe in you.
I'm going to do it. Is there ever, one last question, is there ever a time for a purposeful slow getaway?
Yeah, usually when a slow getaway, you do it to people you know. because you want to be like halfway down the steps or something when they open the door almost on purpose. They're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" You're like, "Oh, I didn't think you were home," or something.
I like that. That's chaotic. That's evil. I'm going to employ that into my everyday. Thank you for calling in.
All right. Have a great night, everybody.
You too, Rad Call. I hope you enjoy your steak and you poop it out real good.
I'm gonna poop it out real good on someone's doorstep and find the love of my life.
Yes, we're all doing it. I'm pulling for you, Rad Call.
Thank you. Have a good one.
I feel better about Ding Dong Ditching now. I didn't feel so good about it at first, but now, it's all clear to me. I feel like a wizard tonight. No reason.
Call from
Rubus Master.
Rubus Master.
Do you like it when they call you Big Papa?
I love it when they call me Big Papa. Hey, Naomi, I appreciate you. Thank you for the 69 bits. Rubus Master, you are my conscience tonight, and I am sitting here debating whether or not I should. And I look to you, chat. What are we talking about tonight? How are you doing, Rubus Master?
I'm doing good. I had a steak too, like AK, but I had leftovers. I had leftover steak from last night. It was good though.
How do you cook your leftover steak?
Well, tonight I just did
Hey,
it.
push.
I sliced
Thanks for
it,
getting
and then
with
I
us.
just put it in a skillet and reheated it real quick, though. You know,
Uh-huh.
because I didn't want it to get too overcooked. It's ribeye, so it's it's pretty tender.
I have a
Like
question for
grass-fed
you.
ribeye, pretty tender. You know.
Hold on.
But I did the same thing he did. I did it in the oven. I broiled it last night on my cast iron skillet.
Okay, so you skillet. I feel like this has to be bots. You skillet it. Now,
Well, so yeah. You take your cast iron skillet, you put it in the oven, you turn the oven on broil, you let the thing sit for 30 minutes. You take your steak out of the fridge, you let it get up to room temp. You throw some salt, some pepper, whatever seasoning you want on there. You know, let it get up to temp. That should be like 30, 45 minutes, and then you throw it on the skillet. Depending on how thick it is, you look up how much time you need. I only had to do it for like 2 minutes on each side, and it was perfect because I had a pretty thin ribeye.
skillet it.
Yeah, skillet it. Like a
All right.
skeleton.
Okay.
Like a
Well,
skeleton.
here's my Hold on. Here's my Do you ever microwave a steak? Do you ever microwave
Ew, what
meat?
the fuck?
What are you saying?
What? I said, what the fuck? What? Why would you ever even know? What? How could you? Do you have a microwave? Because I have a suggestion for you. Take that microwave and throw it away. Your life will be exponentially better after you do so.
I can't tell if this is taking.
You
I feel
think-
like in terms of meat, this is taking the higher road. All right.
Well, because so you think, oh, it's convenient. I'll throw it in the microwave. It'll get nice and hot. But what you don't know is that it's going to ruin all your food. It's going to make the consistency all wrong. You take bread. You ever put bread in the microwave? Fuck that. Are you kidding
No, yeah,
me?
it does. It ruins bread.
toaster.
It ruins a lot of things. But here's the thing: you're saying to throw. There are things that you can use the microwave for. You're saying to throw out the microwave. How are you heating food up? You're just putting your slop in a pan and
Yep.
or in an oven.
Yep. That's exactly what I do. It's superior. It's far superior. And you know what? It makes you plan out your meals. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to throw that in the microwave and it's going to be ready in 2 minutes. No, you're going to be hungry for the next 30 minutes while your oven is preheating. And you have to wait for those potatoes and that roasted broccoli to heat
That's a
up
good point. Hold
in
on.
your
Hold on. Air fryer. An air fryer, I will say an air fryer is pretty good. An air fryer is a pretty efficient way to do things.
Are you going to tell me it changed your life like everyone else I know?
I would say it has. I've used it a lot.
Oh, okay. I've heard good things about air fryers. Air frying, okay. And so here's the deal, and the deal is this. I'll tell you what the deal is. I had a toaster oven. I had convection bake, which was pretty close to an air fryer. Not quite the same, speed and agility at which an air fryer cooks with. However, it had the same means and capabilities. You know what I'm saying?
Naomi, thank you for the 69 bits. Yes, but you can't air fry popcorn. But I've been starting to make popcorn on the stove, and it is better.
Oh, way better. Way better. And you can get that heirloom shit that's got smaller kernels and less stuff that gets stuck between your teeth. That heirloom, those heirloom kernels are what you want. It's at Whole Foods. And the less of them get stuck in your teeth. Yes, I know. Say less.
All right, okay. All right. Here's the thing. I agree with you, and I'm being persuaded. But I have leftover coffee that I made. I'd like that to be hotter, and I don't want to have to throw it in a pan to boil. How do I get that coffee piping hot again?
Ooh, okay. Do you have a kettle? Because you can just add hot water to it. That's what I do with my tea. I don't really drink coffee, so if I drink coffee, I drink espresso. So it's it's gone in 2 sips.
All right, so this is not helpful for me. Lux Margaret, thank you.
I mean, I would put it in a pan, honestly. If I had a cup of coffee and I needed it to be warm, I would put it in it. I would put it in a saucepan or a little, I have a very small. I actually have a specific, miniature saucepan that's for heating up a liquid beverage. If I need to make hot chocolate or something and I need to warm some milk or water, I have the perfect pot for it. It's a small pot, a very small pot.
Small amount of pot. All right.
Small amount of pot.
All right. I'm not against putting it in a pan and heating it. I used to do that. And really, it doesn't take as long. If it's just a mug of coffee, it won't take that long. I feel like you're convincing me.
I mean, listen, if I had a microwave, I would probably use it to reheat water, to be honest. Whatever. But when it comes to food, I wouldn't use a microwave. I don't like it. But I just don't have one. I don't have one. My kitchen is smaller now. I moved, so I don't have the space of a full, huge kitchen. I have a galley kitchen now, but it's enough. It's what I need. And I don't mind using the stove to heat my things up. I don't mind taking a little time to appreciate the food that I'm about to ingest, And I say, you know what? This is going to take a little longer, but
good question. I agree. All right, here's the thing. I agree with you. And we have not thrown in the drunk factor. Now, it's 3 a.m. You were half naked. There's a slight draft in your apartment or what have you.
Uh-huh.
And
because I forgot to close the windows.
And exactly. And you just want to make something really quick. You just want to throw it. You just want to throw it on a plate, throw it in there, and hit the 2 button, and hope and pray that's enough. We got to consider the fact that there's a drunk factor.
Are we talking about a Hot Pocket or something? Let's just say it's something frozen, right? Because that seems logical. I have a couple of frozen burritos in my freezer right now, so this is actually a very plausible situation. Okay, so I get home, it's after 2 a.m., everything's closed down. Okay, and I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. I just walked up the stairs. I get in my door and I'm like, ooh, What's that? That's my stomach telling me, feed me, I'm hungry. And I'm like, oh, that's right, I got those burritos in the freezer. So I turn on the oven, dude. I turn it on to 375. And then I take my burrito out of the freezer, and then I wrap it in tinfoil, and I throw it in the oven. And I set my timer for 35 minutes. 35 minutes seems like a long time, doesn't it?
It does, but I will say, I think...
Wrong. Wrong. It's not. It's so fast. You eat an edible, you take a dab, you smoke a bowl, you put on your favorite show or movie or whatever you want to watch, and before you know it, beep, 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 your timer's going off, and you're like, oh, that's right, I put a burrito in the oven, and it comes out delicious.
Fritter Bar, thanks for getting sleep with us. Listen, you don't have to convince me. You know what? You're right. When you're drunk, time is a construct, an enigma, and it moves quicker than you can keep up with it.
Yeah, time isn't real. Time is not real. We invented time.
Nothing's real.
To help us, measure our days, right? Because a day isn't a day until the next day comes about, right? Because you can't have a new day unless you've seen the twilight of the last.
And I'll say, I believe that a
Alpha
air fryer
Omega,
is just a small oven. So if you need something heated very quickly, you can always use the air fryer. I think that
seems like a good compromise for a microwave, because microwaves aren't healthy. We know this, right?
I like to stare at mine and feel my nether regions start to disintegrate.
You ever put some Toyota Corolla car keys in the microwave, and then when they've started sparking, you take them out and you put them in your mouth?
Yeah, the old hotkey.
They say it causes cavities, but I don't believe them.
I like to do the old hotkey all the time. Well, hey, I feel like I have some sort of newfound appreciation for both my air fryer and everything else. And when my roommate moves out...
You're trying to convince your consciousness that you want that it wants to use a microwave, but your consciousness has been trying to tell you for years, Moneyworms, years, don't use the microwave. You got an air fryer. You got a range. You got a range. You can cook things on it. You got pots. You got pans. You got all the things you need. You don't need a microwave.
Time is redacted. You're right. And Wiener Tits here, you're right. And I'm taking that as a sign. I'm taking that as a sign, and I'm not buying a microwave when my roommate moves out. How does that sound?
Yeah. A sign, a message from the Lord.
From the Lord.
From the Lord of Darkness himself. Hail Satan.
Well, hey, thank you so much for calling in. And I think that I've been convinced.
Huh?
Roybos. Brad call. Rad call. Hail Satan. I don't know if you said that or not. Making room for the Holy Spirit. I'm throwing out my microwave. I don't know if that was like the I believe you were the. I think that if you were, yeah, I think that you were the angelic person of the. I don't.
Call from.
It's Rocket Ricky.
To accept.
Rockin' Ricky.
Hey, man, hey.
Okay.
Hey.
How's it going?
Is it so? Yeah, Moneyworms. Hey.
This is Moneyworms. You sound different.
Hey, it's Rockin' Ricky, baby. How you doing? Baby?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Rockin' Ricky. Are you a first time caller?
Hey, man, I'm calling you, man. I'm calling you, baby. It's Rockin' Ricky, baby.
I know you're calling. I love that. That's what I love about you. Is this your first time calling in?
Oh, I'm calling, baby. We're calling right now.
You are calling.
I'm
right
calling
now.
you, man. I'm calling you, man. Come on now. Come on.
All right.
Rock
All
and
right.
Ricky,
I
baby.
love that. I love that. That's what I love about you. All right, Rockin' Ricky. I'm thinking deep into my brain cavity. I'm thinking about a
I'm right
conundrum.
there.
About a conundrum that I am having internally. Chat.
No, I don't wear those, man. I ain't wear those, man.
Ah. Chat. You calling for a bottle of water? Porky Pig.
I ain't got a computer, man.
All right. That's our question. Is there ever a time where it is perfectly acceptable to Porky Pig it?
What's that, man? No, I don't. What do you mean, man?
Walking around without pants on.
Walking around without pants on. Hey, man. Hey, man, you gotta. Yeah, man. Listen. You walk around without any pants on, man. Maybe like you go out to Sturgis. You're at a rock show and it's getting heavy. You know. Maybe you in the woods. You know. I wouldn't do that near the police station, though. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So it depends on where
you
are.
You can't. Eh?
It depends on where you are.
Oh, yeah. You want to walk around with your hang-down swinging, man, right outside of fucking elementary school, man? Come on now. You're gonna go over to Aunt Donna's house with your chungus swinging out, man. Come on now.
I might go to my aunt's house with my chungus swinging out, but I won't go.
Oh, yeah?
I think you're right. I don't think you should go to any kind of playground or anything.
No, man. No, man. You can't. You ain't got the man. You can't be doing that.
Now I have a question for you though. In my own home, but my windows are open enough for where you can see me from the road.
Okay. All right. Hey, man. Hey, you know what, man? If Rockin' Ricky come down, just riding on my hog, riding on my Harley down the Ricky Road, rocking out, and Ricky goes on and looks right into your window and sees you all hang down singing. That's on Ricky.
Oh.
I'm looking into your window. You're looking into my world, That's on you, what you see. You see Rockin' Ricky, doing rug scrambles, doing jump arounds through his picture frame window through that front door, man. And you don't like what you see. You take in a visage. You see my body. That's on you.
I agree. It is. We're in our own homes, The body it's a beautiful thing. And it's on you. It is on you.
That's on you. That's that, man.
That's pretty good. I like that. Is the thing that is separating you from that's separating this concept from being not okay just the fact that you have to be in your own home?
Yeah. Nah, it's your home, man. That's why. Hey, man, I pay the rent, man.
That's true. Now I've got a question. Rent, man. You're pet sitting at your neighbor's house, and you just want to be naked. Do the same rules apply?
Oh yeah. That's my home too, man.
You have temporary ownership of that space, And
Oh, yeah.
in that case,
They
you can, in your
They
words,
told me, hey, Ricky, you get in there, you get them dogs kicked up, you get them dogs watered up, you fetch them dogs, you pick up that dog crap. Now, I ain't do that, but they told me, I pet them dogs, I'm with them dogs all day long. That's my dog. That's my fucking house, too. All intent and purpose. You understand now? I'm
I
rocking
do.
out in there, man.
You're rocking out in there,
Wherever
Ricky. I get it, Ricky.
Wherever
I get it.
wherever I rock, that's my home. That's mine. That is my area of vicinity. You understand now?
I do understand. This makes so much
yeah.
much more sense. This makes a lot of sense now. Before,
Yeah.
I was nervous because here's the thing, Ricky. I'm going to be honest with you. Today, I was making eggs in the nude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And as I looked down and I saw the eggs below me, and then I looked down and I saw the eggs below me, I realized perhaps my neighbors can see in here. But then I thought to myself, I don't care because this is my home.
Yeah, that's on them. That's on them. They take an own eyeball. If they take an eyeful of your masculinity, that's on them.
That is on them.
That's on them.
That's on them. Now.
That's their problem, man.
One more question.
Oh,
You
yeah.
rent an Airbnb and you want to take your pants off. Still, does this apply?
I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, you take everything off, man. In fact, don't even bring no clothes. That Airbnb. Don't even bring no clothes. You know? Hey, man, you know they got cameras in there connected to computers. You know they got that. They watching. You put on a goddamn show, man. You rock out. You rock out.
That's true. If they're getting a piece of me, they're getting all of it, Ricky. They're getting all of it.
Give them the whole thing 2 times, baby. Flip them, flop them.
Flip them, flop them. Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
You have such... I love your take on this. As my conscience, I love the take on this. And you make me feel like I can just swing it around in my own home, Ricky.
Hey, man, swing your thing. You only got one thing to swing.
That's true, Ricky. That's very true. Well, I feel a lot better, Ricky, and I'm going to know that if I'm outside of my home, I can't just do it. But if I'm inside of it, I'm going to swing that thing, and I'm going to make eggs in the nude.
I feel good, too, man. I feel wonderful, man. I feel wonderful, Wonder Worm. You know?
I do.
You may rock a Ricky rock out, baby.
Hey, you rocked too, Ricky. I love this call. I appreciated it. Thank you so much for calling in. And I hope you call in real soon. That was great, Ricky. Keep rocking it. Keep swinging that thing. We got one. We got to swing it.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk. We're going to talk, man. We're going to talk. All right.
Thank you, Ricky. Hey, Ricky, thanks for calling in.
All right. Yeah. Y'all take care. All right. Bye now.
Wow. Ricky made me feel so good about myself. Ricky's going to keep me from getting arrested, and Ricky's also going to keep my confidence level up. I love that, Ricky. That's what I love about you. Thank you for calling in, Ricky. I feel like a wizard tonight. I am Fantasia. That movie used to give me nightmares. Speaking of Fantasia. Sorcerer's... What? Worm Prentice. Fork, you're full of great ideas. You're full of really good, wholesome ideas. Alright, T-Ball sub, this is for you. Do you have to keep it in the fridge? What does keeping it in the fridge do? Asking for a friend. Ah! Nope. Dark and dry place.
Call from
Dustin.
Dustin.
Moneyworms. Can I call in and meditate with you?
Yes, you can.
You seem so peaceful and relaxed. I wanted a little piece of that action.
Wow. Come get into some of this action.
Where do I sit?
Sit down. Where are you in your house?
In my office. Sitting in my chair.
In your office. I'm in my office.
I'm in the south wing.
Ah, the West Wing. Of course, Dustin. All right. Is it a comfortable chair?
Yeah, it's really comfortable.
Sit in that chair.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have pants on?
I will say yes.
Okay. I just want you to know that if you don't have pants on, that's okay too, because it's your house.
Yeah, it is my house. I should actually open the window and open the blinds.
Is it a leather chair?
Let anyone who wants to take a look. It is.
That's true. There is nothing, I will say, Dustin, there's nothing like sitting nude on a leather chair. Skin on skin.
Yeah. I feel the power of the bull.
Are you sitting in this chair right now?
I am.
All
Back
right.
straight.
How?
Arms at my side.
All right. Now, close your eyes.
Okay. Eyes
But-
are closed.
Close your eyes and think to a time where you had to go to the bathroom very, very badly.
It's like every 20 minutes for some reason.
Now imagine. Hey, thank you for the bits. I appreciate you for all those fours. Now, you know that feeling when you're relieving yourself.
Yeah, it feels like cheering. It feels like a cheering crowd when I relieve myself.
Yes. Think of that moment where all of the urine has left your body into the toilet bowl or the surrounding area.
Or surrounding area. Got it.
And as
Actually,
you're-
there's no surrounding area because I sit. I sit when I go pee.
Always?
I'm too lazy to stand. Unless I'm at like a public place. If I'm at a public restroom, then I'll stand up and go to a urinal. But if I'm at home, I'm sitting down and I'm relaxing.
It is a good feeling. Now, wait. Now, don't you feel that you can empty better standing?
No. That's kind of like I mean, you can't empty your bowels better standing, right?
I think you can. That's why when you're...
If you stood up to take a crap, that wouldn't work.
No, that's a different hole.
Everything's all clenched up.
That's a different hole entirely.
Yeah, but there's no like extra pressure from sitting down. It's all on the outside, and everything else on the inside is just kind of there.
All right, we're gonna go there. How do you stand while you wipe?
No. That would be ridiculous. Why would you stand to wipe? It's also, I've seen people, I don't know why, that like need to pull their pants down to use the urinal. Like, keep your pants up. No one needs to see that.
Well, that was, remember in like first grade when everybody would do that? You just drop drawer and just go, and everybody's just bare asses. It was a bonding experience.
The bathroom of the kid is a scary place. Like, it was okay for me. I was a very tall kid, so no one messed with me. But that's not like you got to go in there with friends.
I appreciate you.
You don't know who's gonna mess with you.
I was a tiny child always, but I was good friends with people like you, and no one would mess with me. But I kind of like dropping drawer and baring my ass to the world.
It feels good. I mean, I'm not saying it's not. It doesn't. It is definitely freeing to have air on your backside. That's for sure. But,
all right.
I mean, there's decorum nowadays. You're not allowed to do that, and you're at the Safeway using the public bathroom. Somebody comes in, they see somebody has dropped drawers, and that's not cool. I don't want to make somebody feel uncomfortable just because I want my bare ass to have air blowing across it in the Safeway.
All right, so it's a comfort for other people, because I was going to ask, what about, hey, Fritterbar, I appreciate the bits, thank you. What about you're at a baseball game at Fenway Park, I don't know, and they've got the trough, okay?
Ugh, I hate the trough. With the ice in it, too? Did somebody throw the ice in there, too?
No, it's just the trough.
I hate the trough. I don't want to be... I want to have like a little thing between me, like urinals. I like the urinals to have the little wooden separator. So, like I'm looking down, I'm checking my stuff, and I don't want to accidentally catch peen in my eye, shot. I don't need to, because, I don't know. I don't need to see somebody else's stuff.
It happens, though. It happens, and it's part of life, and you will never see that person ever again.
One thing I've seen that I've never seen again is at a heavy metal show, the line for the women's bathroom is always much longer than the guys, and you'll have some drunk heavy metal girls coming in and using the urinal because they don't give a shit and they're drunk. And they just come in, drop trout, pee in the urinal, and say, "Thanks, guys," and they run out.
I think we place...
You don't see that.
I agree, and I think we place... I've seen it at music festivals. I've seen people just blatantly cut hundreds of people to use a urinal before others, and their thing is always, I don't care, I have to go so bad. And here's the thing, I think we place too much emphasis on using the bathroom in public, and as long as it's behind closed doors, I don't think, what are you afraid of at the trough?
Well, I think the one thing that makes me feel more comfortable is when there's ice, because then it gives you like a little opportunity for a little fun game of melt the ice with the hot pee. Because without it, it's just a trough of water with a bunch of people's dingly danglies hanging out. And if the ice is there, at least you can have like a game, at least there's some interesting thing going on in front of you.
All right. So basically what you're saying is if you have ice, it changes the trough experience.
Totally. It like makes it, it's not like I don't go in and go, yay, ice trough, but I feel a little bit better about the fact that we're all just going to be standing around a big metal can and whipping it out and using the restroom. Because I have a hard time, I don't know, it's not stage fright per se, but like I have to like look around and find things to read to try to get my mind off the fact that I'm trying to pee in front of other people. And so I'll be like, oh, it says Toto. It's a Toto brand. Oh, that's the brand that comes from Japan. And then my mind starts thinking about that kind of thing. And then I can finally go pee and then I can finish my business. But sometimes I'm like standing there for a good minute. Something's not happening. I'm like, I really have to pee. I know I do, but it's not coming out because there's all these people standing around and there's no wooden barrier or there's a trough here, you know.
I do. I'm not pee shy. But for some reason, when you get up there, there's a pressure that overcomes you when it doesn't start to come out right away. And I will say, Dustin, more often than not, that only happens when I'm using a trough.
Oh, yeah. I think that the trough to urinal combo of being stage frighted with your pee stream is greater on the trough than it is at the urinal. Or if you don't have the barriers, that's the other thing too. And I think it's not just that I'm peeing in front of people, it's that it's not coming fast enough. And I feel like, oh man, there's a line. People are going to be pissed. You know, it's usually at some kind of like heavy metal concert or something like that. I'm like, you know what? There's all these assholes behind me that are going to start yelling because I'm not peeing fast enough, you know, getting pissed, right?
So
right,
some of your anxiety comes from the fact that you want to be courteous to others. You want to get in and get out and do your business.
Exactly. It's like my job is to get up there, pee as fast as possible, and get out of the way.
Immediately have to pee. Agreed.
If it's not fast enough, then I feel like I'm failing at my job. Maybe that's what it is. It's a dereliction of duty. You know what I mean? With no duty, it's pee, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Now, are we at the point in human civilization where you can go into a bathroom with a YouTube video up? Maybe it's teaching you how to kickflip. Maybe it's teaching you how to make chicken parmesan, and just watch that while you go with the sound on.
I feel like having anything in the bathroom with the sound on is more rude than taking longer to pee, because I definitely don't want to hear somebody else's whatever they're watching. Or if they were like, what if they were on, because like, you don't know, maybe they're not, maybe you think, because you just hear it, you don't know that they're watching the chicken parm video. You think they're talking to their aunt or their mom or something on FaceTime, and they're like, hey, cameras in the bathroom, put that thing away. You know, I don't want to make somebody uncomfortable. And then all of a sudden now they have the pee fright, and I'm causing even more problems. You know what I mean?
True. There is something to be said about having your phone in the bathroom. It's kind of it's an odd thing. I'm just trying to think of ways for you to entertain yourself while you're at the trough when there's ice in it, so you can pee on time and take your mind off things.
I do have a cell phone pee story that I could tell you real quick.
Yes.
So this was, I had a phone. It was back when cameras were first being put on cell phones. And I had this little Windows phone. It was the very first Windows phone that had a camera on it. And I was peeing at a urinal, and I was at a client, and I'm in their bathroom, and I'm peeing at the urinal, and the phone starts ringing. And it's really loud, and it was an annoying song. Like, I forget what it was. It was some, like, Slayer or Metallica song. It was playing really loud, and I'm at this client. I'm like, oh, crap, it's too loud. So I tried to get it out of my pocket. This is all while I'm peeing at the urinal. I grab the phone out of my pocket, and I drop it. And I go, no, this cost me like $300. And so I throw my foot out. I kick the phone so it doesn't hit the ground. It slides all the way across the floor, up the wall, because it's like rounded floors, and comes back to me. I pick up the phone, and as I'm picking it up, a guy walks into the bathroom, and it looks like I'm taking a picture of my junk with my new phone at the urinal as I hit end call and put the phone back in my pocket, and I just walked out without saying anything.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Again, I'm going to default with You'll never see most of these people ever again. And I try to operate like that, and that it makes these situations not as bad.
I saw that guy a lot, actually. He was a client of mine. Every time I came into his office, I saw, and I'm sure he's thinking, that's the guy who was taking a picture of his dick in the bathroom.
It is. And you know what? That's not the worst thing in the world, okay? Because you can do whatever you want in the bathroom behind closed doors, and nobody knows who you're sending that to.
I guess. Although, don't do that. I'll just unless you've been asked, that's one thing you should never ever do is send a pee pic to somebody. Don't be sending your wee pics to anybody unless you've been explicitly asked and somebody says, "Can you please send me a wiener pic?" Then you say, "Oh, I know you. You're a person that I think deserves to see said package. Here is a picture of it." Otherwise, don't. Nobody wants to see that.
Wee pic. Agreed. No one wants to see that. And it's all about consent, and it's all about being naked in your own home, too. Well, Dustin, thank you so much for calling in. I don't know if we resolved anything, but that was fun.
Oh, I hope we did. We'll have to ask chat if they feel like something was resolved, but hopefully.
Hopefully. Maybe.
I'm going to go back to meditating naked in this. Meditating with pants on in this chair.
Yes, and here's the thing. At the very end of it, when you get up and it sticks to you, hey, Scarterus, thanks for getting sleep with us. And it sticks to you, that's part of the plan.
All right. Have a good night.
Rad call. Tim, thank you for shutting the doors, Tim. Thanks for being here. Like Velcro. I feel like a wizard tonight. I like sitting down. I like sitting down for streams. I stand for so many of them. My knees are going to explode one of these days. And I'm going to have to collect the juices.
Call from
It's Fork. Thank you for
Fork.
my man.
Every
You struggling
time.
tonight?
What's going to happen tonight that's going to disconnect us?
I don't know. That's a mystery to be found out.
The first one was on me. That was my power. But the second one, you were just gone.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I completely have lost track. I think it's been like at least 2 or 3 times. I'm thinking there was a third that I forgot about. Maybe towards the beginning when I first started calling.
I feel like a wizard.
You look like one.
Ah!
You look like a wizard. Wearing that hat and the peach fuzz growing in and sweet mustache.
Yeah.
Wizard in the making.
This is a good look for me. I'm going to start pooping on people's front doors.
I think so. You know, with the right person, you know, they'll see that as a sign of you being the true one for them.
Have you ever Oh, Tori, how's it going, Talk Tori? How you doing? You're at work.
What's up, Tori?
Rai, thank you. I appreciate you, Rai. Thank you so much for the bits. I hope that you are getting great entertainment. I appreciate this. It's going to Sharpies. We got Fork on the phone. I feel like a wizard.
And you look like one too.
Fork, what is the meaning of life?
That is a question that humanity has been pondering since its existence.
Is it better to live in a hole in the ground, but your heart is full of dreams, or to live in a mansion, but you still yearn for more, Fork?
Well, the answer to that question is absolutely subjective. However, I feel like most of humanity, or I would at least hope most of humanity would agree with me that they'd go with being happy in a hole versus not happy with a bunch of material items around them. So I guess to like maybe indirectly answer your question, my personal belief is that the meaning of life is for experience and for the universe to experience itself as a witness and observer.
Wow.
But that's getting into like quantum physics and a whole bunch of other
You
stuff.
sound like you're the wizard. I am a mere imposter. You're the real wizard.
I mean, I can think that I'm a wizard or whatever. I've never been a self-proclaimed wizard. Never called myself one.
A self-proclaimed wizard. Fork.
What's troubling you, Moneyworms?
I am at a gas station, and I am hungry. I've been traveling, and I see out of the corner of my eye a Twix bar, too modest, not the king-sized, a smaller one, and I have bought gas already from the gas station. And do I go for that Twix and just slip it into my pocket?
No. Morally adherent.
Why?
It's stealing. It's unjust and wrong. You're taking from somebody else. You're taking something from
But
somebody
it's
else.
small,
that
it's tiny,
they
it
paid
is
for and they
insignificant,
worked for.
and I just paid $50 for gasoline, for petrol.
Well, if you really want to go on like the morals and the ethics of it, like if it's some giant corporation, that's one thing. But if you're stealing from like a mom and pop shop, like that's just 100% blatantly wrong. I mean, stealing in general is blatantly wrong, but stealing from a small store or a mom and pop ran gas station is just even more blatantly fucked up.
So you would agree that it depends on the size of the shop. Now, you already said it's not okay to steal from a mom and pop shop, but what about a conglomero shop?
I think it's wrong to steal in general. However, if you really feel the need to and you can't control yourself, don't do it at a mom and pop shop. Do it at one of those big billionaire-owned places because it's not going to hurt them. You know, you steal from a mom and pop place, like that does hurt them.
All right, I like that. You don't want to hurt the small people. Down with the wealth, down with big business. Now,
Yeah, I mean, well, we're talking about like companies that have CEOs that wipe their asses with $100 bills every morning, you know, versus
standing
everyday
up.
people using regular toilet paper.
To be someone who could, and I'm not, I have a bidet, so I will not wipe my ass.
Well, not everybody has the luxury of a bidet, especially mom and pop gas station owners. You know, like, they're putting every penny back into the business. They're trying to play the tax game so they can limit their tax liability. Just like all the big billionaires do, except what they do is
Thank
create
you, Naomi. I
charity
appreciate you.
funds
Get this
in
up
their
to Ball Mountain
name
Gorilla.
and have people donate to them, and they write it off as a charity tax write-off.
So you're a Robin Hood of sorts. Don't steal from the poor, steal from the rich.
No. I'm not advocating stealing from anybody. However, if you are a thief and you're contemplating doing it, please don't do it from a small store, like a family-run-owned store. You're just taking right out of the average day person's pocket who's trying to make a decent living, when there's these giant conglomerate stores out there that are prime picking, and they really don't give a shit if you steal a Twix bar. But if you steal something over $1,000, yeah, they're gonna care. But they're not going to chase you out in the parking lot over a Twix bar.
Though? Is that saying if we all decide to wake up and steal a Twix bar, that would really hurt some form of the... I don't know how the economy works.
Honestly, I doubt it. With how cheap candy is and how little these major retailers pay in wholesale for that candy they sell, it yields them several other... So I honestly, if you were to coerce something like that, I seriously doubt it would hurt the bottom line of one of these giant companies, and that's why I'm saying if you were going to do the degenerate thing of stealing from another person, steal it from a corporation and not an actual person.
Now, all right, I know that will influence my conscience. I will think about that next time I'm at a mom and pop gas station that are so abundant.
But the moral of my story, sorry to interrupt, is don't steal in general. Then you don't have to worry about it. Just buy it. It's a couple bucks. And you're supporting your local economy.
Thank you, Naomi, for the gifted sub to Lux Margaret. Enjoy that subscription. And thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. All right. I'm on board with you. Now, what about there is a product that is harmful to people, and you want to organize a bunch of people to steal said item to hurt the profits of that thing.
Okay, now you're speaking more my language. That's an inherently different story. So let's use, like, say, Monsanto and Roundup as an example. This is solely as an example. I'm not advocating any sort of thing towards this company whatsoever, even though if you do, I would not care in the least bit. But let's say if you organize everybody to go and just steal Roundup everywhere or whatever, honestly, it's at that point, it's not even going to hurt Monsanto's bottom line, because that chemical is so cheap to produce. They sell it at wholesale super cheap, and the retail value is marked up insanely just to get the contracts with the retail stores.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do with all that weed killer?
You literally have to target the factories making them. But again, I'm not advocating anything. I can't stress that enough. Especially on sensitive topics like this, when we're talking about stealing shit. I don't condone any illegal activity. Except maybe a couple things that don't hurt anybody else.
Wow, you are torn. You are torn on this subject. I am too, but you're saying don't steal anything now. I'm going to introduce the classic scenario. You have a child. It may or may not be your own, and there is medication that is far too overpriced in the pharmacy, and you say to yourself, I need this medication for this baby.
Mm-hmm.
Do you steal the medication to...
Oh, if I didn't, not from a pharmacy, no, but if it were like over-the-counter medication, Yeah, probably. If I didn't have the money for it and it was detrimental to my baby's life, absolutely. I think any parent would. And any reasonable law enforcement officer, even though they're not reasonable at all in general, hopefully you get the one responding that actually is reasonable. They may just let you go with an apology and giving the item back to the owner. But regardless, if I were in that circumstance, I'd probably have to either order from another country or drive up to Canada or drive down to Mexico to get my baby's medicine. I'll do what it takes.
All right. Now, this child of yours wants a yo-yo. A $6 yo-yo. You have the money for it. But you just...
But I'm paying for it.
All right. This child wants a yo-yo. You don't have the money for it. And you want to deliver on this year's bountiful Christmas.
I'll find a way to get that $6. $6 isn't hard to accumulate. That's what, 600 pennies?
What?
I think I got 600 pennies like up in my closet.
All right. What do you? Why do you have so many pennies in your closet, you weirdo?
I mean, who else doesn't hoard pennies? I mean, I guarantee you there's plenty of other penny hoarders here watching.
Huh?
Would you ever rob a bank?
In desperation, maybe, because that money is insured by the federal government that just literally prints money with no backing. So, yeah, I wouldn't feel bad if I did, but no, I have zero intentions to. But yeah, I mean, like if I had nothing to lose, of course, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? If they had nothing to lose, who wouldn't? That's like everybody's wet dream.
Agreed. I would love to rob a bank. Maybe you and I can rob a bank together.
I mean, we can talk about it, like, entertain the subject for conversation purposes, but in no way do I want to plan any sort of real heist.
That was a test. I just wanted to test you because we're on the internet.
I knew you were a cop.
I'm a wizard.
I don't know. You're starting to sound like a cop.
I assure you, I'm not a cop.
I know you're not a cop.
Well, all right.
You're a former sandwich artist from Quiznos.
I wish I'd. One of my favorite sandwiches I've ever had is from Quiznos. A wizard narc.
Which one was
that? It had like some sort of ranch ooze on it.
I really liked that 5-meat stack they had for a while.
Yeah, Quiznos.
I think that was like 10 years ago, though.
I was gonna say, I don't think Quiznos is a thing anymore.
They're not?
I don't think so. I think they all went under.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been there in years, so I mean, I was probably a contributor to them going under, but that's sad because they were definitely a step above Subway.
5.
As far as like
whole
quality
meats
and everything.
stacked up on each other. Now, Fork.
The 5-meat stack was where it's at.
The ultimate question before
we
part ways, and I think that I successfully tested you, and you will not steal unless it is entirely necessary, which is how now I perceive my own conscience.
That's great. That's a good thing. Did I earn more than 2 ginjas?
You did. But here's a question, Fork. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Would you rather... All right, ready? Would you rather shit 10,000 gallons of mayonnaise or 1 shuriken?
What's a shuriken?
A throwing star.
Like, take one or throw one?
Shit it
Oh, shit it. Okay.
Would you rather shit
mayonnaise,
10,000
definitely.
gallons of mayonnaise?
Yes, 10,000 gallons.
Or
Absolutely.
one
I commented
shuriken.
earlier, I haven't pooped in 3 days. I will gladly go for 10,000 gallons of mayonnaise being shit out of my body right now.
Oh my god. You're a madman. Wow. Well, I hope that you have some bowel movements. Good answer. You've got a good conscience. Which
Thank you.
I didn't
try.
know. But also you have one that will stick it to the man if need be.
Yeah, I think anything unjust needs to be called out and, held up for what it is.
Agreed. Well, Fork, let us end this call before some sort of technical difficulty ends it for us.
Let's do it. And hail Satan
Hail
before you cut me off.
Hail Satan. Rad call.
Love you, Moneyworms. Have a good night.
Love you too, buddy. Appreciate it. Don't steal unless Monsanto owes you some weed killer. What did I interpret that correctly? I feel like a wizard tonight. Uncle Steve Areno, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Call from your spirit guide. To accept, press 1.
Hello.
Hello, Moneyworms.
Wow. You sound like my
This
conscience.
I am your spirit guide. I have been sent here to help you along your journey to becoming the master wizard.
Wow. I want to be the master wizard. How do I achieve this master wizardry?
See, Moneyworms, you already have the answers to what you're searching for. You just need to look deep inside your wormy mind.
I'm looking.
Think
Yes?
about the worm. It burrows in the ground, deep in the ground. And it comes out when it rains. Sometimes it gets washed. You must always remember, Moneyworm. You must always dig deep when it rains to find the path. Deep down inside you, Moneyworm.
I genuinely feel like I'm being hypnotized right now, and that I am about to divulge all the Moneyworms secrets.
See, that's the thing, Moneyworms, is I'm your spirit guide, but I am you too. We are all one consciousness of wormy beings.
Is there anything that you want to warn me about?
You know, I'm not getting anything else in the memo. It's kind of just the basics. Hello, I'm your spirit guide. I'm here to help you. I am you. I'm not seeing anything in the transcript about that. So you'll have to contact the worm HR for any more additional wormy information on guidance.
All right. Now.
But don't Don't
Yes?
forget, Moneyworms, you have been chosen.
Dalton, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate you.
Your purpose goes beyond, transcends time.
What is it? What is my purpose?
You know, I'm not seeing that on the memo either. The transcript only says, you know, your spirit guide, deep down within. I'm not seeing anything in the notes about your actual purpose. You know, I think that is hidden until a certain time. You must push on to the great beyond.
I will. I'm
And
trying
it will-
to think. Is there any, you as my conscience, is there anything that you've heard tonight that you feel was incorrect or goes against my internal conscience?
I think you should always pee or poo standing or sitting, however you feel. If you feel like standing up and taking a pee, do that. If you feel like sitting down and taking a wee, do that. If you feel like standing up and cleaning out a turd out of your ass cheek or other things to see, do that.
Now.
Never censor your butt crack. Well,
I will not.
do sometimes.
Yes.
As your spirit guide, I must tell you, in order to finish your quest, you must always be true to yourself. Never let anyone else sway your opinions about sitting or standing.
Oh, I gotcha. I won't. I'm going to be confident in my standing and wiping abilities. Now, I have to ask you, internal self, that is testing myself. Sometimes I like to sit on the toilet for upwards of 20 to even 30 minutes and scroll social medias as I take a big dumpy wumpy. Do you feel this is bad for my hiney hole?
Well, Moneyworms, I think that I'm concerned about the circulation in your legs. Never sit for so long that your legs go numb because it might cause problems. However, if you find the scrolling helps with the dumping, please continue the scrolling.
It helps, and it's almost methodical. Some people have even said I have a sort of ritual in the bathroom, and my legs fall asleep all the time, and then I have to clean my hiney hole, and then I have to lay down on the couch for about 8 minutes for my circulation to regulate itself.
Moneyworms, that is no good. That's no good at all. I see your future right now. I see your future. I'm getting a vision. I see you taking a massive dump, and your legs are numb, and you run out of toilet paper. And so you try to stand up to get more toilet paper, but your legs are numb, and you fall, and you can't reach the toilet paper, and you got poo on your bum.
No.
And there you lie. Oh my gosh, Moneyworms, it's no good. This is no good. Oh my gosh.
Do I make
tells
it?
me that
Is this how I go?
You must.
Is this how I go?
Moneyworms. Fate. You have control over your fate. If you want to save yourself, always keep toilet paper near the loo.
I want to control my fate, And I just got to make sure I'm always stocked up, which is good because I will say with my bidet, I use about 1/10 of the toilet paper that I used to use. But now I'm addicted to the splash. I'm addicted to the injection of cold water.
My coworkers are telling me that the bidet was a good choice in your past, Moneyworms. The bidet is that of the worm that searches for the rain.
Ah, much like how a worm searches for rain, so too must a worm search for bidet and a cleansed anus.
Yes. All of your answers will be found in the bidet. In the bidet away, I must go. My spirit guide shift is coming to an end, and I still need to do some errands after the spirit guide shift ends.
Aww. Well, thank you.
But
thank you for guiding me.
Don't forget, Moneyworms, your spirit guides are here. Dee dee.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel like my third eye is open and I'm gonna bidet extra hard. Thank you, Rad Call. Thank you so much for calling in and guiding my anus. Thank you, Rad Call. That was a very rad call. I much enjoyed that. I almost fell asleep. Your voice is tantalizing, titillating.
Call from
Frank.
Crack.
Hello.
Hello. Who is this? Crack?
Frank.
Frack.
Frank, yeah.
Huh?
What are you up to?
I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here in my own consciousness, debating internally, trying to come to a conclusion. Frack.
How does that make you feel?
Scared. I feel scared, vulnerable, but also vulnerable.
Vulnerable?
Vulnerable.
That sounds pretty hard.
It is. It's a hard life. Stiff, hard life.
That's really rough.
Now, I have a conundrum tonight. Frack.
Okay, what is it?
Sometimes when I run out of bread, I put peanut butter and jelly into a tortilla and consume it.
Okay, and it's bad?
That's what I need to ask. Is this normal?
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's common, but I bet it would be good.
And it's only because I'm out of bread and tortillas last a lot longer. But I have to put a lot more stuff inside of it because otherwise it's kind of lame.
What's the weirdest thing that you've put inside of it?
Good question. I like to eat something, and I don't know if it's normal, but I like to take Flamin' Hot Cheetos and peanut butter and jelly with the strawberry jam, and I crush up the Cheetos and I put it inside of a tortilla and I eat it at 3 a.m. Is this normal?
That sounds revolutionary.
It's a myriad of flavors. It's a canvas of flavors. It's everything you wanted in a late night snack.
I think that if you wanted to make that more efficient, because I went to school for engineering, I would put Cheetos, break them up, put them inside of an old salt grinder, and just grind it over top of your peanut butter and jelly wrap.
You are the wizard, sir. I am but a mere apprentice. That is giant brain. Now, here's the thing. Is it going to be weird that I have a dedicated grinder just for flaming hot Cheetos?
Is it weird if you do or that you do?
Both.
Both. So you both have it and want it at the same time.
Yes, but I suppose that there's more than one thing that I can dust with Cheeto dust.
I suppose. What else would you put it on?
I think I would put it on my corn. I think I would put it on my clam chowder. I think I would put it on my chicken parmigiano.
That sounds like the chicken parmigiano would be perfecto.
Wow. You speak Italian?
No.
Now,
I speak Spanish, though.
Ooh.
A little bit.
Now, let me ask you.
12 years.
That's pretty good. That's more than conversational, I bet. Now, hot Cheetos. Exactly, Camille Kunis. That's exactly what I was thinking of on the corn. Cheetos quesadilla a few weeks ago. Now, suppose that I wanted to make the same grinder with Fruit Loop.
You wanted to make the same grinder with Fruit Loops.
Yes.
I would say that would be good.
I would put it on ice cream. I would put it on peanut butter. I would put it on my yogurt.
That sounds like a fantastic idea, but perhaps something bigger. Maybe you should market and sell it. Grinders of cereal.
Oh. A cereal grinder. Now.
Yeah, add a touch of whatever your favorite cereal is.
You could even add it to cereal.
You could add it to cereal to make the cereal taste more like cereal.
Wow. You're a wizard. You are an engineer.
Yeah, I went to school for chemical engineering.
What's your favorite chemical?
Probably THC.
Oh, very nice. I hope you're enjoying the stream while you enjoy a little bit of that. Now,
I definitely.
Go ahead.
I'm the one that I do want to say. I know we were talking about Quiznos earlier, and I wanted to make a comment that I have been to Quiznos in the past couple of years, but it wasn't in the U.S. From what I'm aware, the Quiznos in the U.S. shut down, but abroad, those franchises stayed open. So I went to a Quiznos in Reykjavik.
Huh?
Aww.
Where did you go to Quiznos?
Reykjavik, Iceland.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to. All right, Reykjavik, Iceland. Okay. They've got a Quiznos in Iceland, but we don't have one here in America anymore.
They have Quiznos in Iceland in gas stations, and we don't have any as real stores here.
Now,
their gas stations, immaculate. They're so clean. They're cleaner than the dentist office.
did you go in that pool, in that blue pool that all the Instagrammers go into?
Yeah, I went into the Blue Lagoon.
Was it worth it?
And it was. The one thing that was a minor setback, though, is I'm a little private about taking my own shower. And in order to go into the Blue Lagoon, you have to go into the communal shower to clean yourself before you get into the water.
Do you have to strip down into the nude?
Yes, you do. And there's just shower heads wrapped around a room. And so you're up next to each other.
Do you feel that's the European side of things? Because I feel like in America we would have separators for showers for strangers.
Yeah, I think that that's the European standard and the European way. But in America, we're a little more afraid of the taboo. And so we try to avoid going into places where we would normally view as taboo or private. We wouldn't want to have anyone see us. But I have something else to add to that, because at places like stores, maybe movie theaters, the restrooms are designed in the U.S. to get you in and out. They don't want you staying in there for a long time on your phone. So the stalls are made with gaps so that you don't feel comfortable and you don't stay there a while.
Oh.
In Europe, they don't have those gaps for most bathrooms.
But are they spending too much time in the toilets over in Europe and they're not getting anything done?
I'm not sure. I'm not a toilet expert, but I would guess that they probably spend more time in the bathroom than we do.
And then some countries just have a hole in the ground that you balance over and you squat and you just let it rip.
I think that that's probably a very expeditious way to defecate, because that sounds to me like I would fall after a minute, because I don't have good leg strength.
And for me, I like to sit there on the toilet and scroll YouTube watching people play old video games, and then my leg falls asleep. Maybe I need an expeditious way to maybe I need an expeditious way to use the bathroom, to defecate.
I would say so. I would definitely say you need to have a plan. You have to go in with a plan. It has to be premeditated.
Well, it makes things more efficient. And it's not too far off the topic. I feel as though, hey, Mike Pizza, thanks for getting sleepy with us. I feel like more often than not in European countries, they're more accepting of the Speedo for men as well.
I would say so as well. If you wear that here, people start to raise eyebrows. If you wear it there, people don't look at you.
So, do you think we're less accepting than Europeans in that sense?
I think that in most ways, we're very unaccepting and unwelcoming compared to the Europeans, except for, I think, the Germans.
Oh.
I think the Germans are a little more to themselves. especially with everything that's happened in the past 100 years.
That's true. That's true. Because I feel like that could have something to do with the fact that they had open showers, and maybe from a young age we were just taught to be less accepting in that respect than Europeans, and that's why it's easier to wear Speedos and it's easier to shower communally in Europe.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I have another thought here, a little more mildly political, but not very political, if you don't mind me asking.
No, go for it. Go for it.
So I believe that the U.S. is at a bit of a development crossroads. If I'm not mistaken, Russia, when they were developing as a nation in the 1800s and 1900s, they were a world power. And until the more modern day Russia was formed, they were a large world power and their currency was dominant. But they started to fall off a cliff when the media started to be controlled by the wealthy class. So is what's happening in the U.S. over the past couple of years, is that the same thing and we're just on the same trajectory as them? And if that's the case, then is the race to space that happened between Russia and the U.S. going to happen between the U.S. and China, with China in the U.S. position from previously?
To space? What are we racing China?
Well,
or economy?
I think that we're racing the economy. The space race was a test of arms, but I think that China is trying to race us in the value of their currency based on their economic output and their product exports.
Well, yes, and I do have something to say about this, and you as an engineer, I think you know a little bit about it. Really, what won the space race for us was the microprocessor.
I am not familiar with its use in the space program. Would you mind filling me in a little bit?
Yes, we had a better developed microprocessor that in all parts of the space race, we were able to beat the Russians, and it can all be traced back to the microprocessor. So, what is the microprocessor for this economy race between us and China?
I think that it's possible that that microprocessor is a functional currency that can be used globally. So I wonder if cryptocurrency becomes an economy race to where and who can get the most widely accepted form of currency that can be used globally.
Huh. And isn't there something in the news about how America is trying to meddle with the decentralized currencies?
I think that from what I understand, the money that is being made or transferred from hand to hand, money that's made on profits from crypto transfers and exchanges, I just think the government wants their cut because it's probably becoming the new replacement for establishing yourself in a third world country to evade taxes. I think cryptocurrency is becoming a new way to evade taxes.
And that would be very beneficial for smaller countries and, you know, a decentralized. And when you think about the value of the ruble, which kind of sucks right now, and I think a lot of that was because of in the war in Donbass and all of that and sanctions, against the currency or against Russia that made the currency kind of shit, because then they had to go to other places because they literally were throwing out food that they would have gotten from Poland, apples, and they were running it over in a stupid, like a spectacle. That's a separate point. But again, like, our currency could go under, but the global decentralized currencies don't really change. I don't really know where I'm getting at, but...
Well, I'm not sure where you're getting at either, but I would say, to sum up my thought on the topic of global currency, I would say that the euro was the first physical attempt to achieve a semi-global currency or a regional currency, and it succeeded fairly well as long as it was universally adopted and accepted. Now, the only setback to the euro recently was Brexit, when the UK decided to break away from the rest of the European Union and all of the agreements that are in place. Now, when we're talking in terms of internet location versus geographical location, the internet has to have a widely adopted form of currency, and that currency should probably be something that can't be created or destroyed, so that it constantly increases in value over time to match any sort of physical inflation. Inflation, physical inflation, as in assets that represent that debt owed.
In fact, if you didn't have any money in whatever currency you have, and it was all in this decentralized currency, you wouldn't even have to worry about inflations, really.
Do you know what my biggest concern right now is for our country in the U.S.?
That we have stalls that are blocked off that you can't shower together?
That's my second.
Okay.
My number one is that I believe that we could get royally screwed if there's a high altitude EMP attack, like an attack where a nuke is detonated in space or just on the border of space, to where it could cause millions, possibly billions of electronics to fry, and then no data backup on what is necessary to keep this country going. So, for example, if an EMP attack hit a major bank network that was based in New York City, San Francisco, LA, what if that bank instantly lost all of their data and the redundant file copies? And then the bank didn't have money anyone had.
We wouldn't be able to get money out of anything, it's all electronic, right?
So, in that case, in that regard, I think everyone should have at least 3 forms of physical currency or digital currency or whatever. I think you should have a bank account. I think you should keep physical currency on you, and then you should keep income or any savings in some sort of like non-liquid style of investment, like property or real estate or movie prop sorts.
Movie prop. I wasn't expecting that. Or what about like, so a lot of people say alcohol and tobacco is tradable in a apocalyptic scenario.
Tobacco and alcohol. That would make sense. Except I believe that in an apocalyptic society, I don't think that an apocalypse that occurs would cause that crazy of a reaction. I think people would just spend most of their times in their homes protecting their family. And so I think we would resort back to what America used to be, which was small business tradesmen making products, trading and bartering. And I lost where I was going with that, but it was a valid point.
No, that is a valid point. These are all valid points. This is probably the most well thought out and deep conversation that we've had tonight. And
Brought
you
to
as
you
my
by,
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
This has been a rad call, and I like that. That's what I love about you. And I feel like I'm no closer to resolution, but I'm much closer in the amount of knowledge that I've gained from this conversation.
Well, I hope that your bonerism goes well.
Bonerism's going good, and I hope that you are able to shower in Iceland at some point in the future.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Rad call. Thank you again for calling in. This has been a very rad call.
Take care.
That conversation was very wizard-like. I am not the wizard. I am the apprentice. Maybe this person just wants to talk about, like, you know, stuff they like to get at Taco Bell.
Call from
Yak.
Yak.
Hey, what's going on?
I drank from... I forgot to send you a picture of me drinking from the mug, but I drank from the mug, and I washed it yesterday.
Is it okay? Did it survive the washer?
It's a fantastic mug.
Every time you finish it, do you get scared and you're like, oh, and you're like, oh, it's
yeah.
a mug.
I forget about it every time, but that's what makes it so great.
Mm-hmm. I might have to buy me one just to be scared. I forgot what fear was.
Fear. Fear. Fear is green. Fear makes the mind go places that it didn't want to go.
Hey.
Fritz Bar, hey, thank you again for the bits. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And I hope you enjoyed this, you know, nothing is real. But Yak, you called in.
I'm surprised I did.
Why are you surprised?
I didn't think I would get through.
Has it been hard to get through?
Yeah.
Interesting. I feel like I've had a lot of time to meditate by myself in between calls.
Well, I'm also watching on my phone, so there's a little bit of a delay, so I have to like assume sometimes. I'm like, if I called now, will he be off the current call?
Ooh, yeah. Were you getting busy signals when you're trying to call in?
No. So like I'll call and I'll get nothing. Or I call, I'll be like, state your name for the tone, and Google Voice try to connect you.
I don't care. I love it.
And then it'll ring, and then you'll be like, hey, this is Moneyworms. So I hang up, call again, I'll get it again, hang up, and then I'll go back to the stream and you'll be talking to somebody.
We're getting there. We're getting there, Yak. We're taking this thing to the top, Yak.
To the top.
Now, Yak, tonight, you are my conscience. And I have a conundrum, everyone. And what is that conundrum, everyone?
Jinjos.
Jinjos. Do Jinjos deserve to be spread out upon the land, to be collected, only to be used
Used for what? What are Jinjos? What even defines a Jinjos?
Jinjos, here's the thing. I don't know Jinjo lore. But I do but I do know that you have to collect them in order to I think they let you change into different animals at Mumbo Jumbo, or
I always
they
forget
do
which
something.
one's Banjo and which one is Kazooie.
Banjo's the bear, Kazooie's the bird.
And which one's Tooie?
That's just the second
Toopie's
one.
sister?
No, it's still the same pair of friends, and they're good friends. What
What's his sister's name?
Oh God, I forget. I know Bottles is the guy that goes. He does have a sister though. That's who's kidnapped. Banjo and that's gonna bother me.
Tootie.
It's not Tooie. No, Tooie is.
No,
it's a
Tootie,
play on.
Tootie with a T.
What is it?
Yeah, I just looked it up.
What's her name?
Tootie. T-O-O-T-Y.
Oh, Tootie. Tootie. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Tootie gets kidnapped. And here's the thing. They want to use Tootie's youthfulness to change Gruntilda to be hot. And everybody's in the hot Gruntilda, so a game over is not that big of a deal.
Is Conker in the same universe as Banjo?
I don't think so. I don't think they ever butt heads. They're same developer. So, in Conker, when you're in the inn selecting levels, Banjo and Kazooie can be found throughout the bar, but they never speak to each other. No.
I like it when you get drunk as Conker and you just start peeing on like the what do you pee on?
You pee on the rock solid guys, and you pee on the little fire guys.
The fire guys, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yo!
Sign IT, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope that you are getting great content that you're enjoying tonight. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope that all those people getting subs, I hope you're all enjoying yourselves too. Thank you again, Sign IT. I hope that you are having an amazing time. I really appreciate you. It's going to Sharpies. Thank you.
And just the thing, Xbox has Banjo and Conker, and they're not making Banjo and Conker games right now.
I don't know why. It baffles me. I think that people, I don't know. There's something about these nostalgia brands that people are just scared to do anything with it because they want to do it in a perfect way that might not happen.
Did you play? And I gotta keep my voice down when I say this one because they'll come after me. Did you play Nuts and Bolts?
I did play Nuts and Bolts.
What did you think?
I mean, it wasn't for me, but I get it. I think it was cool. But I wasn't looking for that in a Banjo-Kazooie game.
Mm-hmm. What would you do tomorrow if you woke up as Banjo? In the real world, in the same world, but you woke up and you were Banjo.
I'd probably rob a bank.
What are your thoughts on Chris Pratt as Mario?
I don't know. I mean, it can't be worse than the Mario Brothers from the 80s. And anybody who defends that, you're full of shit. I like the movie, but that doesn't mean it's a good movie.
Bob Hoskins and
What'd you say?
Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo and Mario, Super Mario Bros. From '88.
That's right. Yeah, they should have first of all, they should have recast Leguizamo again as Luigi. I think that's fine. And then everybody else is okay, I guess.
They made it Charlie Day, Luigi.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still excited to see it because I feel like Nintendo doesn't really do anything that's really that stupid, you know. Boy, my hair looks like a bunch of bags of bricks. That's why I'm wearing a. That's why I feel like a wizard. All right. It's terrible representation of Super Mario Brothers, but it's a great, its own insanely weird thing. It is. It's very dumb. It's kind of, it has that 80s Blade Runner-y dystopian people are in cages kind of feel to it. But I enjoyed it. It's got John Leguizamo in it.
You know what movie's underrated, but it also kind of stinks because it's just a 30-minute long commercial?
What is that?
The Wizard.
The Wizard. Oh,
You
the
know
kid
what
that
it-
plays the video games?
And then at the end they play Mario 3.
Yeah. I've never seen it. Do I gotta go watch it?
Sorry. No, it's kind of dookie.
Okay.
But you know, at the time, I'm sure everyone. I mean, the reason you saw the movie is because you wanted to see Mario 3. On the big screen. But I mean, if you want to see Mario 3 at the end and not play it, and you know, hook up the NES or an SNES or a Wii or a Wii U, then yeah, watch The Wizard.
Now, we gotta, since we're past this point, since we're getting there, you know. Now, I'm gonna give you a scenario, okay?
All right.
You walk into Disney World and you have a fast pass for Splash Mountain. A child comes up to you and says, "Boy, I wish I had a fast pass to Splash Mountain." Hey, Bender Rodriguez. Thanks for getting sleepy with us. You have this fast pass for Splash Mountain. You want to ride it, and so does this child. And this child says, "Oh, I got to leave soon. I wish I had a fast pass." Do you give this tiny child your fast pass to Splash Mountain? The wait is an hour and a half.
What's this kid wearing?
Good question.
Is he wearing is he wearing a baseball cap backwards, or is he wearing like a button-up
He's wearing
t-shirt?
a baseball cap sideways, and the baseball cap has like a. It's like an old. It's a VHS cassette tape, and it's all neon.
Okay. Is this Disneyland or Disney World?
Ooh, Disney World.
All
Is
right, you can
Splash
have a
Mountain at
fast pass.
Disneyland?
I thought isn't there one at both?
Probably. I've never been to Disneyland.
All right, I'll let this kid have the fast pass, but I want his hat.
You want his hat?
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna trade him his hat. This hat will not fit you. It is for a child.
Is this kid like 11 or is he like 6?
He's 9 in the middle.
Ew. No, I'm taking a fast pass back. All right, you can walk. You know. I was raised from a very young age. If you want to go on Splash Mountain, you do it first. You do it first, and you get it out of the way.
Smart. What do you save? What do you save to? Because they used to have it to where you could just go to all the fast passes and accrue like 10 of them and space them out and just use all of them. Now you can only get one at a time, Yak.
Okay. What was the question again?
I don't remember. What do you? What's your method when you're going to Disney World? What's like you walk into Disney World? What are you doing first? What are you gonna save for last?
Is Disney World the one with the Batman, or is that Six Flags?
That's got to be Six. I don't think Disney owns Batman. They
oh,
will.
Right. That's. I don't know. Listen. Last time I went to Disney, I was all about the Star Wars. All right. I was having Star Wars in my mind. I was having Star Wars, and I got stuck in my bathroom. I was in the bathroom and I got stuck in it, and I had to call them to come open the door because the bathroom door was stuck.
Could you climb? Did you try to climb under or over the stall?
No. Like in my I was staying at, I don't know where what they're called. But I was in like the on-site hotel, and the bathroom door was like a slidey door, and I slid it closed, did my business, and then I tried to slide it open and I got a little crack out. I got a little peep, probably an inch or two, and I couldn't move it anymore. So I had to call the repairman that was in the what would it be, in the hotel? I don't know. I had to call him yo, listen, I'm stuck in my bathroom.
And what kind of response did you get?
They came and fixed it. They just WD-40 that thing.
That is smart. That is smart for the bar. So it was just squeaky. It just needed a little bit of greasing. You couldn't force the door open.
I mean, look at me. All right, you know what I look like. I'm not a scrawny kid. I'm 6'5". All right. I can move a door, but this door was stuck.
Did you panic? Was there a moment of panic?
No, I said I'm either going to die in this bathroom or I'm going to get out of here. And nothing I do will change those two outcomes. So there's no panic.
Now, does it change? Let's say you're on an elevator and it stops and you have to call the fire department.
Okay. Are you the fire department? Am I calling you? Are we acting this out?
Sure, let's act this out.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello, this is the fire department.
Hey, fire department. Listen, I'm in an elevator, and I'm kind of stuck. Have you seen those elevators? I was in Kansas City a few weeks ago for my for a wedding, and there was no buttons on the inside of this elevator, and outside of the elevator there was buttons. There was a screen, and you would hit the floor you're going to, and then you get in and it would just take you there. It was very smart. Have you seen those?
I haven't. Are you stuck in an elevator?
Yeah, I'm stuck in an elevator.
What number does it say at the bottom? It's underneath the little where you press the button to call me.
14.
Okay. Is there anybody else with you?
Hold on one second, let me check. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I didn't bring my Ouija board, so...
What do you want me to do about it?
Do you think you can come up here and come the door so I can get out?
No, I can't just open the door. What do you want me to do?
Say that again, sorry.
I said I can't just you can't just come down there and open the door to the elevator 13. I can't just open it up. What do you want me to do?
I mean, I thought. So, are you even on site? Where are you?
I know. This is the fire department dispatch center for elevators. Getting stuck on elevators.
Can you open the door from there?
No. Can you try to open the door?
I'm clicking the door open button. It's not doing nothing.
All right. Can you look up? Is there like a latch like in the movies?
Hold on. Let me push against these lights. Oh God. Okay, I found the door, and I have glass shards in my eyes.
Can you just pull yourself up on that cable?
I should cut the cable?
No, put like James Bond. Did you open it up? Can you go on in the
Hold on, I'm climbing up. Ugh. Okay, I'm up on the top of the elevator. I'm in the shaft.
So you're in the shaft.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you. I think you gotta. How high up are you?
I don't know. I don't know the metric system. 5 tomatoes. 5 tomatoes.
Yeah, nobody else is there.
Hold on one second. Let me check.
Yeah,
hey, is
check
anybody
again.
else down there?
Check on that.
Hello? No, there's nobody down there.
All right, we're gonna come over there.
Oh, what do you mean you're gonna come over there?
Like 20 minutes.
20 minutes? I'm standing on top of an elevator.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 20 minutes. We'll be over there. We're gonna open the doors for you.
You know what? I'm very upset with the amount of. I think you should be fired from your position. Why are you booing me? I'm right. Yeah.
We're gonna come over there in like 20 minutes. We're gonna open it up, and we'll open it up for you. 13. Where are you at?
14th floor.
What building are you in?
The Yak Hotel.
All right. We're gonna come and open the door for you. Stay calm.
Do you know any do you know any like counting sheep, but for just wasting time?
Is there anybody else there in there with you?
Hold on 1 second. Let me ask. Hey, is anybody down there? No, I don't think so.
No, I think you just gotta sit there in the corner. We'll come here and open it up, okay?
Do you know any? Are you in the car right now?
No, it's not gonna be. I'm not the one that's driving down there. It's gonna be somebody else.
Well, who even are you, man?
I'm a guy. I'm the elevator guy. All right, thanks for calling in. We'll come open the elevator for you. Rad call. Good. We did good. Oh! Thank you for calling in. That was good. I think that was probably how it would happen. Bird panic. How is it only 11:32? I feel like I've been streaming for 1,000,000 hours. It's dark in here. It's dark. I'm here. I'm here too. I'm here with you. My ass hurts.
Call from
Tim shuts the door.
Tim.
Moneyworms.
You ever get stuck on an elevator?
I nearly did actually this past week. When I was at school, I got on an elevator and then got to the top, and then like the next trip of the elevator, it got stuck. So if I had just like been like 1 minute or so late, I would have gotten stuck on an elevator.
I'm going to protect my assets. Tim, is it ever acceptable to pass gas on an elevator when there's enough people that no one will know who did it?
No. Like there's an honor system in place. You never fart on an elevator. You just don't do it. It's an honor system. You don't Dutch oven an elevator. You just don't do it. You gotta respect the honor.
Listen, I'm with you. I respect that, okay? But this is kind of like the prisoner's dilemma, okay? Because I don't believe that most people think that way.
But Moneyworms, who are we if we don't respect the honor system of not Dutch ovening an elevator? You have to. It doesn't matter if other people do it. You gotta respect the system. You gotta respect the system, or else no one does it. No one respects it. Don't be the person that doesn't respect the system. It's like the lawn chair system. It's just like the lawn chair system. You know what the lawn chair system is, Moneyworms?
No.
So in cities, when it snows, people will people have to dig out their own parking spots out of the snow, right? Now, when these people go to work, for instance, and take their car, they will put a lawn chair in the spot they dug out. And it's the system. It's the lawn chair system. You must respect the system. You don't move the lawn chair and take that person's spot, because it's a system. It's an honor system in place. It's the lawn chair system. You must respect the lawn chair system.
It's the lawn chair system. It's the lawn chair. Where are these parking spots? Like at work, or like where at your apartment?
Like, just on the road, like out in front of your apartment.
So whatever, the theory here is, if you clear the spot of snow, and you are obligated to have that spot, and you can put a lawn chair there that says, "I own this spot because I cleared this."
Exactly. It's like on the city of New York, for instance. Like in New York, you know how it's like all the streets, and you got like parking on the roads, on the streets and stuff. It's like if you clear out one of those spots, you put a lawn chair there, it is yours. That is your spot. I cleared this out. I took the time out of my morning to do that. This is my spot. This lawn chair is mine. This marks my spot. The lawn chair system. It is an honor rule. You must respect the lawn chair.
All right. So
and the same thing goes with an elevator. It's like if nobody respects the system, then it's chaos. So you must respect the system.
Yeah, but that's the whole point, is that not everyone's going to respect the system. So you're kind of a sap. You're a sap if you're holding your fart in, because if one other person wants to fart on the elevator, then you're an idiot. Then all of this is for nothing.
Moneyworms. You're not understanding me. There's a system in place. There's a system in place for a reason. What do you think happens to the people that don't respect the system?
They fart in elevators.
Well, I'll tell you what happens in the lawn chair system. In the lawn chair system, if you move the lawn chair, take someone's spot, you're gonna get your car keyed, or your window.
By who? By who? Is there like some sort of underground society?
Some areas of Philadelphia, if you move the lawn chair, you're gonna get shot. But it's a system. It's a system for a reason.
You don't want to be the guy who in an elevator, something like you get like a PI in the elevator, then all of a sudden starts pulling some Sherlock shit and starts deducing who farted in the elevator.
How is he going to figure that out? How is he going to figure that out? Is he going to question everybody? What is the investigation process? What does the investigation process of farting in an elevator look like?
I can't figure it out, but I'm sure Sherlock Holmes sure could. Like, yes. I can taste it on my tongue. It's coming from this direction. It's coming from my behind me to the left. So you sir, in the very nice shirt and the wizard hat, you had to have done it. You farted in the elevator. Why would you do this? And now you feel like a dick. Now you that you fart. You're the one who's causing all this chaos. You're the one who's not respecting the honor system.
Fritterbar, thanks for the bits. Appreciate you. I know, but no one's going to know that.
But what I'm saying is, you don't know if no one's going to know that.
I know for a fact that there's not some sort of private investigator that's just riding elevators to make sure no one's farting.
You have no way of knowing it. You have no way of knowing that a fart detective isn't in the elevator.
What a waste of time. What a waste of time to do that.
What a waste of time. So you're telling me what a waste of time? You can't wait the 30 seconds to get out of the elevator so you can fart in an open space?
Oh, you think I'm an elevator farter?
Huh?
You think I'm an elevator farter?
Well, the way you're defending it, you certainly feel like one. You're not respecting the system, Moneyworms. There's a system in place.
Yeah, but there's nothing for the lawn chair system. You did something to earn that spot.
Yes.
There's no sort of earning. You just ride the elevator, and if you want to fart on it, you can.
But that's not the point. The point is there's an honor system in place. There's an honor system in place for everything. And who are we if we do not respect the honor system? We're just as good as the... If we don't respect the honor system, we're just as good as the people who don't respect the lawn chair system.
I don't think if lawn chair system disrespecters... I think that crime is not the same as farting on an elevator.
I think that's just your opinion. I mean, what if someone has a really sensitive nose and like you ruin their day because you give them a headache because of your rank ass farts? Your rank ass.
Can you?
Gas, crack gas, whatever. Like this is the thing.
If
hold
on, shut up.
By farting, you have no clue.
If I farted and gave someone a headache from it, I would be prideful.
Well, that's just you because you don't respect the honor system.
No. All right,
exactly.
Let me ask you this.
Etiquette.
Let me ask you this.
Etiquette. There's excrement etiquette that must be followed.
All right, let me ask you this, okay? You are imprisoned. Okay, Tim shuts the doors, you're imprisoned.
Mm-hmm.
You can either say nothing and your sentence, and there is someone else that is also imprisoned. You can both say nothing and you'll both serve 2 years. Or if you both say that the other person was involved, you will have your sentence lessened to 1 year. But if only one of you says that the other person was accountable and that person kept quiet, you will get 3 years.
Well, Moneyworms, are you calling me a rat? Are you calling me a rat, Moneyworms?
No.
Are you calling me a rat, Moneyworms? I ain't that rat, Moneyworms. Don't get me confused. I ain't no rat.
So what are you doing? Are you
I
saying?
ain't a rat,
Here's the thing:
Moneyworms.
is people
There's an honor system in place, Moneyworms. There's an honor system in place.
Brody Fro, thank you
You
for the
go
bits. I
down with
appreciate
the ship.
No,
You don't rat out the homeboy.
I know you don't, but here's
An
the
honor
thing.
system.
We as humans, we act in our own self-interest, okay? Because it's no
Of course
you want to be safe with your option. So,
Mhm.
in this case, the honor system, you should be farting in elevators.
No. But you see, you're comparing apples and oranges here, Moneyworms.
No, the only apples and
can't-
oranges. No, the only apples and oranges, Tim, is the fact that you think that the people that disrespect the lawn chair.
Well, no, Moneyworms, because the farting in the elevator system is just like the lawn chair system, because that is very just mundane, like you slightly ruining someone's day, you know? But if you're talking like you are with the honor system, like the I'm not going to rat out my friend system, that's a completely different scenario.
I don't think I explained it correctly.
You must
Tim.
respect the honor system.
Just
Moneyworms.
don't. Just
you
throw.
must respect it. If the honor system was made to be respected, do not disrespect the honor system.
All right, you had a Quadra Ultra Bean Burrito from
Yes.
some taco place, and if you
Mhm.
don't, and you're in an elevator and you're going to the 100th floor, and it's going to be 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and you feel just lava in your stomach, and it's your ears are ringing, and you just want that sweet release that will tide you over until you can burst out the doors and find a bathroom. You hold it in for all 3 minutes as the altitude changes.
Of course you do, because Moneyworms, it's the honor system. You gotta respect the honor system, because if you think about it this way: if you were in the
Agreed, wiener
situation of
tit.
the other patrons in the elevator,
This just makes me want to just like
and one of them,
revolt.
Moneyworms, and one of them had the lava in their intestinal regions, then they needed to let unleash the toxic fumes. Wouldn't you want them to respect the honor system? You gotta respect the honor system. You have to respect it.
Tim, you're naive. You're naive in this world to think.
I think you're the naive one, Moneyworms. You're naive.
No, I'm farting on the elevator. If I feel terrible, and I'm gonna look around, I'm gonna say, "Wow, some asshole did that."
Yeah, but this is the thing. Do you really want to be the asshole? Do you want to live with that on your conscience? That's the type of things that people get a Jinjo knocked off them for.
No, Jinjos are completely
You got
irrelevant.
me referencing the Jinjo
No,
system
no,
now.
no.
You really
You can't just bring out Jinjos.
You're making me go against the Ted Danson system.
The Ted Danza system? What is that? What's the Tony Danza?
You don't remember the Ted Danson system?
Which one?
Moneyworms, I explained the Ted Danson system to you so many before.
Wait.
You don't remember the Ted Danson? You hurt me.
Explain it to me again. Ted Danza. Explain it. Wait, hold on.
Yes, who's it, man?
Some asshole did do that. No one's gonna argue with me on that. What's the Ted Danza? What is it again?
The Ted Danson system is the system that should replace the Jinjo system. The Ted Danson system is the idea that people can change in the afterlife. Your life on Earth is a test run. And
I do remember this. I do remember this, and we're not getting into this. We're not getting into this, Tim. Here's how I feel.
The system is a fine system, Moneyworm.
No,
it's a fine system.
No, it's really dumb and stupid.
System.
I didn't understand it then. I don't understand it now.
Respect the money.
Tim.
The Respect the honor system. Respect the Ted Danson system.
Aww. Listen, Tim. I just want to say that this world is cruel, and I like people like you because you're the next generation of people that are going to change this world, and you're and you truly you have an ideal that our society should live by, but there are always people out there that are willing to steal your parking spot. There are always people out there that are willing to fart in an elevator and blame it on you.
Moneyworms, you have to understand.
I just got hit in the face by a bug.
The more people that respect the honor system, the more honor that will be in the world.
Could you see that?
You are making a difference just by respecting the honor system. You must otherwise you're just inciting chaos. And everyone needs a little chaos.
I don't know if you can
Don't
see
get me
that, but
wrong.
I gotta make sure.
But in terms of our honor systems, we need order.
All right, fair
So
enough.
that's why you don't fart on an elevator. You don't move that. You don't move that lawn chair. You don't rat out your friend, and you certainly respect the Ted Danson system. Forget the Jinjos.
Ultimate Bricks. That question. I feel like that question needs some refining. I feel like bacon needs to be
Oh
in both
no,
parts.
he's referencing something. He's referencing a Mr. Sark video.
A Mr. Beast video?
Machinima.
What? Who?
No, Mr. Sark, Machinima, Inbox, Respawn. It's an old YouTube series.
Okay. Machinima. Oh, you had me at Machinima. All right, Tim, I'm going to leave you with one parting question, and this is important. You're on an elevator by yourself. You're going to the 100th floor, and you have to fart. You have to do it. Do you do it?
Moneyworms, do you respect the honor system?
It doesn't matter what I asked you. I'm asking the questions.
Because I respect the honor system, Moneyworms.
Okay.
I respect the honor system, and you should too. I've explained to you, Moneyworms, over and over again, that the honor system must be respected, or else we have chaos. It must be respected. You and I, together, even if we're the only people in the world that are respecting the honor system, we are stopping chaos.
Agreed. We
are stopping
sucking
complete
old hot
anarchy.
tea.
There is still chaos. There is still chaos. But we will have stopped complete anarchy. Otherwise, we'd just be all going up in elevators in gas clouds of toxic fumes of excrement.
You are.
That Moneyworm.
Tim, you're going to blow up from the inside out.
That is the world
And
you want
the
to
last
live in.
thought in your brain is going to be, I wish I would have just farted, and the honor system wasn't worth it, Tim.
The honor system is always worth it, Moneyworms.
I don't...
You see, you either die a hero, Moneyworms, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I think you are becoming the villain.
Rad call, Tim. Agree, disagree. I'm
Rad
farting
call.
on an elevator. Not if it's full of people. It depends. If I can hold it, I'll hold it. All right, Tim? Can we at least... We can... I'll meet you halfway.
You meet me halfway?
Yeah.
Well, at least I got you to respect the honor system to an extent, so that I feel
Cream
like
of Jeans! Thank you for the 500 biddies. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's going to Sharpies. Tim, I respect
I feel like
you.
I accomplished something.
You did. And you know what? I'm going to think about... And here's the thing. If I ever see a parking space with a, lawn chair in it, I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah, dude, respect the lawn chair system.
I'm going to respect the lawn chair system.
You must respect it.
All right. Rad call, Tim.
Rad call.
Whew. I'm feeling the GERD. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling all kinds of GERD. Whew. Whew. What is this? Sometimes I have to sleep with my torso upright. I'll do one more call.
Call from
I disagree with Tim.
Waste breed. Peeing in the pool. Victimless crime or heinous act. Agreed. How do you disagree with Tim? And then also, you're going to answer that question. Do you want to pee? Do you pee in the pool?
Do I pee in the pool? No.
Why not?
That's
fun.
apples and oranges. I mean, like if some everyday punk just throws a lawn chair, like if you're like in the city or something on like a public road, you know, like that's completely different. So you gotta take all situations into consideration, because some people do that shit, or like some people they'll just put like an orange cone out there, making it look official, but it's not. You know, they're just trying to reserve a spot for their buddy or something, when really it's a public spot.
So why do you disagree with Tim?
The honor system can fail sometimes.
Ah, why do you say that?
I just told you why.
I was listening, and you know what? What do you do in this in the scenario in the elevator?
Oh, well, I wasn't disagreeing about the elevator. I was disagreeing about the lawn chair parking spot shit.
Ah, okay. Okay. Fork, I agree with you. I'm tired. I'm going to call it here. Are you cool with that?
And you had to call me out, too.
What do you mean?
I never said who I was.
Yeah, no, everybody, no, your voice is distinct.
All right. No, there's another caller, I swear, that sounds exactly like me. I think it's, who sounds like me? It's, is it Beefy Frizzers, or is it, yeah, I think it's Beefy Frizzers, or it's Randy. One of the two.
Ah, is it Tim? It's Tim? Respect the lawn
No,
chair.
I don't think.
Fork, you got to
No,
respect
Tim
the
doesn't sound
lawn
like-
chair system.
I don't think.
I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of who sounds like you.
Depends on the circumstance.
I'm trying to think of who else sounds like you.
There is another caller, I swear, that sounds just like me. But I think I have different tones of voice when I call, depending on like how much rest I've had that day or how much work I've had that day.
Aha.
Mhm.
Fork, I am tired.
Oh yeah, I know.
But this has been eye-opening, and I appreciate it. Everybody stick around, please. We're going to find someone new to raid tonight. Fork, are you going to stick around?
Of course.
This has been
What type of raid do you think? What are you thinking about? Music, art,
I'm thinking about
games?
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing some. Good night. Hey, Fro, thank you. Everybody stick around. Somebody nude. We're gonna raid a nude person. We're all getting nudie patootie. Dangster, how you doing?
I don't think there's anybody nude on Twitch though.
I miss Rodney. I don't know where Rodney was. This is the first night Rodney's not here. Rodney's got to do homework or something. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the old timey browse art or something, and then sort by lowest to high, and we're gonna find a new raid. Well, hey everyone, stick around, please. Stick around. Nobody leave.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. Thank you. I'm glad you disagree, and you're right. We can't just trust everyone to do the right thing. You know, we got to fart on elevators.
Lots of bad actors.
Lots of bad, exactly. Hey, rad call, Fork. Hail Satan. Thank you so much for supporting the
Hail
stream.
Satan.
Rad call.
Good night, man.
Good night.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams. Rad call, everyone. Please stick around. If anybody has an idea of someone to go to, think about the vibes of this stream and where you want to send people to. I'm looking through. I'm going to go to just chatting, and we're going to sort high to low. Can I? Oh, dang. I can't sort low to high anymore. Let's go recommended. That sometimes helps. Recommended streams. Let's look through some of these. Half these people I know. I know a lot of these people. Everybody needs to stick around. You know what? I've never been here. This is recommended to me. How many people are in here? How many people are... Do people stick around? Are people sticking around? Kinda. How many people? 30 minutes. Let's go here. This kind of looks fun. This looks interesting. This person has been recommended to me several times. I apologize if it's not up to everyone's standards, but this could be fun. Thank you all for coming tonight. I think you're all amazing, beautiful people. Please stick around. I will be back on Thursday. On Wednesday, I'm doing something really sick, and I hope to have cool... you'll see it. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, everybody. I'll see you on Thursday, and then Sunday after that. Rad call.